This comment links back to an Improv GM video about how trad games suffer in role-playing situations because they undercodify what will and won't work for navigating that situation, and they expect GMs to backfill all of that information. All of his examples are great. If you're on a different platform, I'm going to take some of his examples and recharacterize them right here and now. You have probably been in a situation where you're playing D&D or some other system, and you're just sort of throwing words out at the GM, trying to say the magic thing that will make this NPC agree with your character. You are hunting for this magical string of letters and sounds that will get the GM to say that magical word, roll a persuasion check, or whatever, thing you need to roll. And then you roll it, and it either goes well, in which case you're like, okay, this was the right answer, I did the magic words, or it doesn't go well, and it's like, well, you said all the right things, you just didn't say them right enough. And it's incredibly frustrating because you, as a player, did all of this sort of emotional and intellectual investment into this scene to then just have the dice say, pfft. And the GM is sitting there like, well, now that that doesn't work, what the hell will work? Because I only asked for the check because they actually did the right thing. Whereas if you were in a game like Fabula Ultima, you could just pitch something that's wild and be like, hey, I want to compliment the Royals dress. I think it's a neat dress and maybe this will get them on our side. And you as the GM could just be like, I don't know if that's going to work. Let's see. Make a willpower test. If it passes, then we as the table can say why it passed. Maybe this compliment was really nice, very well worded, and up to courtly decorum. Or maybe this particular NPC is just very open and vulnerable to flattery. Either way, that successful check advances the clock. You're that much closer to convincing that NPC to side with you. If it fails, we can decide, oh, well, that compliment, they don't actually like this dress, and that's why they didn't want you complimenting it, or this person just doesn't like flattery, and you now know that. But you've lost progress on your clock because you failed by such and such amount. You're now having to make up for the faux pas you just did. Which, by the way, in Fabula Ultima, one of the crit opportunities when you get a critical success is a faux pas. You can literally make someone do a faux pas in a roleplay scene. But this is why when people rail on trad systems, rightly so, that they don't support the role-playing pillar, is because they're not giving concrete tools for people being able to progress against that role-playing encounter in meaningful and predictable ways. They're just leaving it up to this ambiguous zone of, well, actually what you're doing is the player is having to persuasion check the GM, and then you both decide, okay, that's good enough, let's drop down into the mechanics, roll a single roll, or maybe a couple of rolls, who knows, it's how I'm feeling today, did you bring Cheetos, it's only one roll and you have advantage.